Hiya guys, afternoon, or good morning I should say, 2 AM here, Mark from Celtic Crossbows. We're going to have a look at this morning at a beautiful takedown recurve bow from a company called Top Archery. First thing we notice then from our beautiful Royal Mail system in the UK is a hole punched through the box here. She's been compressed here and ripped open there. So you're going to open on this end now and see how abused everything is inside, because you can guarantee it. This is the Mark 1 style of limbs from Top Archery. The same limbs that are supplied with the Black Hunter recurve bow. Exactly same. Now, I'll be honest up front, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull these because I got shingles in my back. I've totally destroyed the nerves in my back. So I'll have a go. But more likely, these are 45-pound limbs. Because this is the crazy thing. If I bought a 30-pound bow, or 35-pound bow, it was £140. But buying the 45-pound bow with all the accessories was £65. So I could sell these limbs on, recoup some of my money and buy another set of longbow limbs or standard limbs to what I want. But here we have here, £45 at 119. I assume that's millimeters draw. It looks like your standard construction, exactly same as the Black Hunter. I will get the riser out now and see how she looks. But the quality and the finish of the limbs at the moment, looking at them as they do, bringing the camera, a little bit of work can be done there with a matchbox, clean them up a smidge, nothing to worry about. Good finish all the way through. It doesn't look like there's no parting or separation in the limbs. A little bit of machine work there on the bamboo, which is what you would expect. Looks like to me it could be a bamboo core with ash, then over laminated by fiberglass. Okay, let's get the razor out. Okay then guys, so you're going to see this is the same time as me as I open it. So if there's any damage from the factory etc, we'll find out why I had such a good price on this now. Wow, that is stunning. I'm not just saying that, that is really, really lovely. You're going to run a slow across the camera. Now I've ignored this on some, is a little bit of machine mark in there, you can see it, that's nothing. That'll weigh. We have felt already in place on the riser, that's nicely done. We'll see how well these lugs line up now when we actually put the limbs in place. It looks like you could use a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of oil. But as you can see, there's no lifting or separation in the riser itself. So I'm looking at the grains itself here now. This isn't a solid wood, as you can see this is a laminated wood, same as the Black Hunter, with this beautiful insert for through here. I don't know what it is, but I can see the grain in it, which you might not be able to on camera. Now look at that, that's where actually was that mark in the back there. Looks like that might be where I dropped it, but I took it out of the bag. So a little bit of water on my finger, could be a little bit of lacquer, a little bit of sandpaper, yeah, and she's cleaning right up. So that's my bag, I think, when I dropped her, when I took her out of the bag. but I'm not worried about that. For £65, that's fantastic. And a little bit of sanding on there, a little bit of oil, that will come up lovely. Now the beauty of this bow is this. On here, they profiled top and bottom, triangular, rectangular. On the Mark II version, they both rectangular. I don't like it, which means you could quite easily put them in the wrong way round. So as you can see now, how that lines up there, that's a really lovely finish. Nice brass insert. Going to drop a bolt in. You could, if you felt so inclined, use a little bit of thread lock in there, but as it's a takedown bow, I don't think you're going to be needing that too much. It's for taking apart when you go to the range, sticking in the back of your car, which is particularly needed in the UK for you guys in America watching, because at the moment we're having a revival in Britain. It's called Who Can Nick the Fastest with the Police Force. If you're out with anything including a 2-inch blade pocket knife, if it's got a locking blade, a line locker, any kind of lock, a flick lock, you can get arrested for it. You got it, a 2-inch blade, that's now illegal in the UK, and if it's over 3.5 inches, that's illegal as well. I just pick up that Allen key. Yeah, so if you're using, if I take this blade outside, anything from there, the hilt, to there, can be no more than 3 inches on a fixed blade. 3.5 inches from there, 3.5 inches from there to the tip, unless you have a reason to be carrying it. So if you're actually out camping at the time, that's fine. You got your camping gear with you, your camping equipment, that's fine. You can have it. If, however, using your local Walmart, Tesco's, SM Mall, if you're in Asia, Robinsons, you get arrested for it. Even if you have no previous criminal record. Okay, let's get it, let's have a look and see what she looks like. Okay, so you're just going to run her up now. See how elegant she is. And she is elegant. She is really, really pretty. There's a nice meaty handle, a European size handle. There's a small, opposed to a smaller Asian handle. We're trying out some of the features now. She's got a really nice shelf with a good 38-degree kick off to the right, as you can see, for offhand shooting. You can see in the front of the ridge there, you have a little bit of a mark in the front of the shelf there, but as the shelf will be above that and that's curving down over, that won't be a problem. Okay, so we're going to compare now to the, put on the table alongside now the Black Hunter, as you can get a side-by-side comparison. Okay guys, so we're coming along here now, we're looking at both versions of the Black Hunter. Obviously the Deluxe being on the left and the standard Black Hunter on the right. The finish on both of them is excellent quality. Now some people say that the original was from Mandarin Duck. It doesn't really matter. In the day of modern CNC lathes, you can take any component, replicate it with a computer, chuck it out, and it'll be exactly the same as the original component. BMW learned this in China a few years ago, along with Land Rover. Cloning unfortunately happens in China, and the quality of the clones are fantastic, sometimes better than the original. A prime example of this is the Rover K series engine, reproduced by Seik, and where Rover couldn't solve the head gasket problem, Seik solved it within a few years and brought out the N series turbocharged, which was a far superior engine, which Rover could never produce. Anyhow, that said, by the by, Let's have a look at these razors now. Now the handle on them is identical, is exactly the same. Again, computer CNC produced, so it will be exactly the same. The differences will be microscopic between the two handles. Now it all boils down to what you actually prefer, whether you can get these in red, green, blue, traditional black, full matte black, like this kind of finish here. I like the original finish on the Black Hunter, and but I'll be honest, I'm absolutely smitten at the moment with the Deluxe version. As we come down here and look at our markings on the limbs, I have a £40 limb on this set and a £45 limb set on here. I'll be swapping them over. Like I said, with the shingles on my back, there's no way I'll pull this. I know that I'll be in too much pain. Okay guys, the rain has died down for 10 seconds, so let's have a look here, the comparison of the two risers. As you can see, same radius coming in here. The 3D formation you won't pick up too well on the camera, but your high spots and everything is exactly the same between the two risers. Okay, so as we look at these bows now from the other side, you can see the finish is absolutely superb. You'll be hard found anyway on the internet today to find a better quality finish of razor than what we got here. So for finish, straight away out of the box, I give them a 9 and maybe a 10 out of 10 because they really are a good quality finish. The dyeing through the laminates is very uniform. Nothing missed. Same again on this, the quality of the finish on the laminates is excellent. Virtually blemish free apart from the mark, which I put it myself when I dropped it because I took it out of the box. We're going to have a look now, see how she feels in the hand and draws. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it. I think I need to get me 25-30 pound limbs. For those of you who've been following the channel, I haven't used a bow for around about 3.5 years since I had the condition on my back. For those of you who've never experienced shingles, I don't mean to bang on about it, it totally destroys the muscles in your back. So all the muscles you have for pulling have gone. So I'm going to try with the £40 bow first, just to see if she pulls, because I haven't pulled, so I drew a bow in about 3.5 years. So I just get my position. What's the light, because I don't want to take the light out either. That's not bad. I can't get full draw, I can't lock my back. So I do need to do some work to get my back into condition. Yeah, I seem doing more of the pulling on my arm. So we're going to check it now with the Deluxe bow. Okay, so as we bring it up, the handle is more sharply defined. It is a much clearer defined. So the handle, let me find my brace height. No, can't pull it. So that's the difference between a 40 and a £45 bow. With my back at the moment, I can't pull it, so I would have to at least put the lower poundage limbs on as I test it. In fact, I ordered me a set of 25 or £30 limbs to give a fair test on the performance of the bow. I'm quite disappointed, not in the bow, in myself, and where my muscles have gone from lack of use over the last 3.5 years. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I really wanted to use this bow. Okay, just gonna give it one more try. I haven't got my gloves on. I should do really. It would help. Can't do it. I can't get a good lock under my cheek. It's surprising to look at. When you look at the bows, visually there's no difference. So back to the £40 bow. Yeah, I'm having difficulty with this as well. So I'm going to have to really drop my poundage to use the bow, which is quite a shame, but I think what I'll do is I'll go to longbow limbs instead of recurve limbs for practicing with. What's my thoughts? Okay, either of the bows from Top Archery, you can't go wrong with either of them. The quality of that riser is fantastic, as I'm sure you agree. Look at that, she's beautiful. And there's a pro and a con with this as well. Because she's such a lovely riser, I wouldn't want to use this myself for hunting. I would want to use the standard matte finish Black Hunter. But this is half the price from eBay at the moment as opposed to the Black Hunter. Black Hunters are still fetching now for the Mark II version around 120, 130 pounds. Because this is the Mark I razor with the chamfered top limb and the rectangular bottom limb. Just hit the light. It is much cheaper. At the moment there's some fantastic deals out there on the Mark I bow. The only difference being is on the Mark II, the way the limbs are fitted is squared off rather than chamfered, which gives you a much nicer finish, I believe, on the Mark I as opposed to the Mark II. So for my money, to be honest with you, I would go for the Top Archery Deluxe Black Hunter. It comes with more in the kit. I don't think they've been selling as well as they hoped, which is a shame because this is a stunning bow. And I think it's worth every penny. So if you want a bow to start with and you like the Black Hunter, consider the Deluxe. Ironically is cheaper at the moment than the Mark I or Mark II Black Hunter, and it is the same bow. It just was machined to finish. This is a squared off lip on the bow limb on both sides, so you can use the same bow limb top and bottom, whereas these are handed top to bottom. Okay guys, so what's my thoughts? Okay, the quality is fantastic. The accessory kit you get with it is excellent. If you're coming straight into the sport or restarting the sport and you've given away some of your equipment, it gives you everything you need straight out of the box. 10 out of 10, bonus. What I don't like, some of the stuff is cheaper and poor quality, but at least it gets you shooting. I wouldn't like to see the arrows included. I would have preferred if they made it a smidge cheaper and buy proper feather arrows separate, which is what you need for this bow. Plastic flights off the razor is very bad. It gives you inconsistency. The finish is excellent. I love it. Just take a look at that. You will not find better for the money anywhere else on the old Wonder Web. Kind of the other side. I was a little bit gutted. I marked it, but I dropped it out of the box. But a little bit of oil on there will soak into that and solve that no problem at all. Gives you a dilemma. Do you go for the matte finish Black Hunter or the Deluxe? Myself, I would hate to drag this through foliage. She's a stunning bow. The Black Hunter, however, it doesn't matter because there's no lack of finish to it. You can scratch it, scuff it up, a little drop of oil, and she'll finish back up nice. Okay, so in the next couple of weeks now, I'll be ordering me in a pair of 25 or 30 pound limbs, some Feather Flight 500 grain arrows, because for that poundage, that's what you need. I don't know what the possibly fiberglass arrows are that come with it, but for testing indoor short range, for a junior shooter, I think they're perfectly adequate. But for summer season, where you want to test long range, you really do need feathered arrows, possibly wood, depending on your style. But certainly at the moment for under $100, the Black Hunter Deluxe, it is worth every penny. I strongly recommend you go out and buy one. Until then, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and thank you guys for having me get to 1,000 subscribers. Hit the old like button, share, subscribe, and let's hope that this crossbow thing has gone with the UK government is just a little bit of pie in the sky. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.